So this situation is very odd, but it doesn't stop the rumors that people think the Bengals are going to trade for Cooper Kupp this offseason. So let's break this down. Shout out to Pat McAfee Show for posting this, but let's go ahead and actually listen to the audio, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions. So we're actually going to go back to this area right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do something real fast. I'm going to throw up an image on the screen here. Let me do that. Okay. There we go.
You know, if you don't read it a couple of times or have a high reading level, you're going to think that he asked to be traded. But instead, you read that first sentence, I was informed that the team, them, not me, will be seeking a trade immediately and be working with me and my family to find the right place to continue to compete for championships. I don't agree with the decision and always believed it was going to begin and end in LA. So he did not say this at all. This is them saying.
Which, it's just insane, too, because, again, like I said, there's a lot of rumors that we're going to try to go get Cooper Kupp. I would assume if we get Cooper Kupp, that would be on the heels that we're not going to bring back T. Higgins, and we're not going to get T. Higgins under contract. I don't see how we get T. Higgins under contract and we go get Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's going to cost a good chunk of money. Plus the fact of T. Higgins costing all this money now with the Trey Hendrickson stuff. So I just don't think it's going to happen. But man, you usually don't see this for a player of Kupp's caliber. And I know Puka, really taking off with the Rams helped out immensely, right? It really gave them the ability to start to think about moving on from Kupp. But it's just not something you normally see a team go, yeah, you know what? You're going. We're done with you. This isn't a you want to be traded situation. This is a you are done. You are off the team situation. To continue what he said, still, if there's one thing that I've learned over the years, there's many things that are out of your control, but is how you respond to these things that you will look back on and remember, which is very true, actually. 90% of your life is just how you respond to things. So I'm taking so much pride in playing alongside teammates for the LA community. So thank you for embracing my family and making this such a special place for us. So this is a 100% goodbye. Now, by putting out this statement and making it that, yeah, the Rams are looking to get rid of me, it's not a situation where, I want to leave. I don't. The Rams want me to leave. It puts the Rams in a very weird spot because now their trade leverage is absolutely nothing. I mean, at this point, what is Cooper Kupp worth for the Rams to trade away? Because it's already very vocal and very clear he wants to, they want him gone. They're not interested in bringing him back. Usually you could have some leverage when it comes to trading because you can always say, well, you know what? We'll just keep the guy then. If you don't want to give us what we want, we'll just keep the player because we actually rather keep the player. You have that leverage. You don't have that leverage in this situation now because it's public knowledge you want him gone. So now you're going to have to fork up some things to get him going. I would assume at this point, given the situation at hand and this statement, I guess Kupp would be what, a 5th round pick, a 6th round pick maybe? I mean, you're not going to get much back for him. So in that concept, maybe the Bengals could be interested in him, with the fact of, okay, well, if you can get him for dirt cheap, he's not a bad wide receiver 3. Let's be honest. You could even get him and, theoretically speaking, keep T. Higgins and then have T, Chase, and Cooper Kupp. And that's a huge upgrade, in my opinion, over Trenton Irwin. Well, obviously, Trenton Irwin's gone, but when we did have him, this is a humongous upgrade over him. Obviously, you're hoping Jermaine Burton does hit eventually, but you also have Yoshi. So this could work out very, very well. It just comes down to a couple of factors. Number one, obviously what they want for him, but with them not having really any leverage, it's not much that, we have to really worry about. Number two, that's going to be a situation of, will they pay part of his contract? Because if they will pay part of his contract, I'm not against the idea. Because if you're wondering how much he's getting paid, let me take the green screen down here. He is getting paid cap hit wise. Where are we at? Okay, let me move this over. Those are his cap hits for the next couple years. Now, keep in mind that that's not what, if we traded for him, that's not what we would be paying. We wouldn't be paying these numbers right here. These numbers are adding in a prorated signing bonus. So if we go over to the left-hand side, these are the numbers that we would be paying him over the next 2 years. So $12.5 million and $14.85 million, which isn't really that bad. But when you have to pay, T. Higgins, Trey Hendrickson, Jamar Chase, when you start going down this list of players you have to pay, it's a lot of money to pay for a wide receiver, right? When you already have 2 receivers you're paying crazy money for. So they're going to pay the 9.78 and the 7.4 even if they trade him away. If we could kind of even this out, right? Make this a smooth, we'll pay $10 million, you pay the extra 2.5 Rams, and again, depending on what draft pick you give, can definitely help that out as well. Hey, we'll give you 6 straight up. Okay. We'll give you a 4th, but you pay this amount of money. You pay, I don't know, make it so that these 2 numbers are $10 million. I want to pay him $10 million over the next 2 years. So your Rams will give you a 4th instead of a 6th. And in return, you have to pay 2.5 this year and 4.85 next year. Plus, obviously, you already have to pay the signing bonus, which is prorated. But that's kind of how I look at it if you're going to make this trade. But the Rams have no leverage. They really don't. So I don't know what they're going to do with the situation. We'll have to wait and see. But with this statement coming out, it's almost like a kill shot for the Rams because they just can't really work anything out now. They're just going to have to be at the mercy of whoever wants to give them whatever. And it's kind of the same situation with the Brownies, except actually, no, it's the opposite because the Browns at least have been very vocal. They don't want to trade Myles Garrett. So anyone who's trying to get Myles Garrett has to go with the belief that the Browns do not want to trade him. This is now very clear. They want him gone. And if you're trying to get rid of somebody, you're going to have to pay for it because it's a you problem now. You have no leverage. So, fun fact, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace out.